Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming with Gautam. So today I'll be showing you how to make your own analog watch using Python. So firstly we need to install Pillow here because I have already installed Pillow. I'm just importing it here. So from PIL import image, image tk, image draw. And after that we need to import tk-enter from tk-enter import tar. Okay, and we also need the date and time of that particular PC. So we need to import date and time as well. Date, time, import star. Okay. After importing date and time, we need to import time as well. Time. So we have successfully imported time as well. Now to calculate the radius of that particular watch, that is the clock, we need to import math function as well from math import star. Okay, now we are good to go with creating the clock. So firstly I'll create a class called as clock here, class clock. So now we'll be defining the initializer function here, def init with a self keyword comma root as the our attribute there. Okay, self dot root equals to root, and self dot root dot title GUI analog clock by programming with Gautam. Okay, so where this appear and all I'll be showing you as and how we go into the details. Now we'll set the geometrical area here, self dot root dot geometry, geometry. So this is the height and width first, 1350 into 700 plus 0 plus 0. So this is where the actual geometrical area starts. So this is the 0 and 0 section part here. So from here it will go up to 150 1350 pixels in the right, to the right, and 700 pixels to the down here. Okay, after that we'll self dot root dot config. So with the help of the config thing, we are setting the background color. So BG equals to, I'll temporarily give black here. Okay, so the black should come in double quotes here. Now we'll give the title as title equals to label of self comma root comma text equals to, this text should be in double quotes, guys. So analog clock by programming with Gautam. Okay, and we'll set the font for this thing, comma, font equals to, in double quotes, we'll give a Times New Roman as of now, Times New Roman. Okay, after the font, followed by a comma, this font size here, 25. So actually this should come in brackets here. Okay, after that, the type of the font style, that is if it is, you want it in bold or italic or something. So I'll give it bold here. After giving bold, we'll go to the foreground color and the background color. FG equals to, this is the foreground color, so I'm giving the foreground color as yellow, and BG equals to red. Okay, and we'll place it in the center or in the page somewhere, right? So I'll put dot place x equals to 0, comma y equals to 50. So x, it starts from the 0 place, and on the x-axis, and on the y-axis it starts from the 50 place, comma rel width. So the width of that particular text equals to 1. Okay. After this, self dot lbl equals to label, self dot self, comma root, comma bg equals to green. So what is this and all, I'll be telling you further, guys. I'll be explaining you in the once I complete the project, so that it'll be you'll understand it in a better way. Comma border BD equals to 15, comma relief RELIEF equals to raised. Okay, so what is that and all, I'll be telling you further, guys. Now self dot lbl dot place, we'll place this particular thing, that is label, x equals to 450, comma y equals to 150, comma height equals to 400, comma width equals to 400. Self dot working. Okay, now I'll define another function called as def clock underscore image here. So what will that function do also, I'll tell you. Def clock underscore image of, with a self keyword, comma, we'll take 3 attributes here, that is a hour, minute and second here. HR, comma min underscore, comma second underscore. So for hour also we'll take underscore here. After that, we'll take a clock attribute here, clock equals to image dot new. So RGB, in RGB format, try red, green, blue format with format color for the RGB, 400, comma 400, comma 255, 255, 255. Okay. After that, draw equals to image draw, and we'll draw the image now. Dot draw. We'll draw this particular clock image with the help of that draw function, image draw function. So with the help of that image draw function there. Now, for the clock image, we'll take bg equals to image dot open. I have an image that is in this analog clock, as you can see. This is the image that I have here. With the help of this image file, I'll be creating this clock here. So I'll open this image first. Clock.jpg. So this I is in capital, guys. So that is the reason we have got an error there. After that, we'll resize that image. Bg equals to bg dot resize of 300, 300, image dot anti alias. Okay, so this image should again be in capitals, guys, capital I. After we have resized that particular image and we have made it anti-alias. So what is that anti-alias? Is nothing but it is the anti-clockwise. Clock dot paste. We'll paste the bg here. Bg comma. We'll place this bg at 50, 50 position there. Okay. After we have done that, we'll create the har line. As you can see, there are no lines on this particular image. So we need to create a hour line, minute line, and seconds line here. For that, I'll be writing some code here. Origin equals to 200, 200. So why did I take this as 200, 200 is because we are placing this image at 400, 400 position there in this particular image. So here at 400, 400, this is the complete image. So to come into the center, we need this particular position. So this is at 200 on the x-axis and 200 on the y-axis. So this we come into the center point here. So that is the reason I've taken origin as 200, 200 there. So we'll draw a line there. Draw dot line at origin, 200 plus 50 into sine of radians of har followed by 200 minus 50 into cos of radians of har. Okay. Then we'll fill this with fill equals to black color. We'll fill it with black color here. Black, comma, width equals to 4. Okay, guys. So this is actually har underscore here. I have by mistakenly taken that is har. So successfully we have drawn the har line there. So I'll just comment it here. In the same way, we need to draw the minute line and the second line here. So I'm just copying this code and just pasting it here. How to do that, I'll be showing you. This is the minute line here. Minute line. Again, for the minute line also, we need to take it from the this particular origin only, so we'll not be taking this thing again. So we'll take 200 plus 100 because the hour line is a bit smaller, the minute line is bit bigger, and the second line is equal to the minute line there. So we'll take 100 here, 200 plus 100 into sine of radians of minute here. Okay. So we'll take this as 80 here, so that we can take the seconds line by 100. Okay. So this is the minute here, and I just change hour from minute here so that it will be easy for me. So in the similar way, we also have the second line here. So we'll change the color of the minute line to red here. We'll change the second line to green here. So 100 SEC 100, and this is the second line here. Okay. After we have made these things, that is the hour line, minute line, and second line, we have to draw an ellipse there. So how that ellipse will be there, I'll be showing you now. So, and why that ellipse also, I'll be telling you. Draw dot ellipse at 195 comma 195 comma 210 comma 210. So why this ellipse is nothing but you can see there is some plus sign there. So instead of the plus sign, we'll put a small round ellipse there, so that the watch will look in a classy way there. Okay, we'll fill it with black color. Dot fill equals to black. Okay. After that, we'll save clock dot save into, or we'll rename this. We'll not do any changes to this particular clock. We'll just save it in a new clock, that is clock underscore new dot png. Okay. After we have saved that particular new clock successfully, we need to write the code for the working of that clock now. So how will we do that? I'll be showing you now. So successfully we have created an init class. We have added the name of that clock, the geometrical area, the label that we want to give that for that particular clock, and we have now we'll be writing the working function here. Okay. Def working with a self keyword, then we'll take h equals to date time dot now dot time dot hour. Okay. In the same way, we need to take m here, date time now dot time dot minute here. In the same way, second here. Okay, so we have successfully fetched the hour, minute, and seconds from the date time dot now function, date time function. After that, so HR equals to h by 12. So what this will do is it will split this particular thing 12 pieces of each thing. Okay, so how into 360 we'll divide it, multiply it with 360, because we have 360 degrees in this particular clock here. So our clock will move for 360 degrees, but each and every hour will have one particular part of this hour. So that is the reason we have multiplied it with 360 here. So for example, we have this with 1. So 1 by 12 into 360. So this is at 1 by 12th part into 360 part. It will check that particular thing. Okay. In the same way, we have minute here. m by 60. So in the same way we have seconds as well here. Okay. Now we'll print the hours, minutes, seconds here. Print h comma m comma s. Okay. In the same way we'll print hr comma minute comma second. So now let me just call these functions and show you before I go ahead. Root dot pk root equals to pk function with an object obj equals to clock with the root as the attribute there, then root dot main loop. So we are not passing any arguments to this particular clock function here. As you can see, there are 3 different arguments that we need to pass here. So let me just pass these things, complete this program completely. Self dot clock image with I'll pass hour comma min comma second here. Self dot lbl, that is a label, dot config image equals to self dot image. So we are calling the image function here that we have here. So we are calling this particular thing here, that is the label, this thing here. We are calling this particular thing in here, okay, with the self keyword. In the similar way, self dot lbl dot after 200 comma self of dot working. So now as you have completed the complete program, now let me run this particular program and show you. You can see the time currently is 5:32, that is 17:32 is nothing but 5:32 here. It is showing the exact time that is available here. So how did I do this GUI analog clock by programming with Gautam? Here, as you can see, self.root.title. This, as you have given GUI clock by programming with Gautam, that is what it is there. And this is the time is also being printed here, as you can see, because we have printed the time, that is time print HMS, hours, minutes, and seconds, which is being printed, and hour, minute, and second. So this working is being called automatically by itself. As you can see, since you have given the self.working here, it is being called automatically after each and every call here. After that, we are able to see it is printing the radius, that is the degrees for at 510 degrees, 198 degrees, and 114, 120, 125. It is keeping on changing. This is seconds one, this is the minutes, and this is the hours here, as you can see. Okay. So again, we have a printed analog clock by programming with Gautam. How did I print this? You can see I've taken title equals to label of self.root, text equals to analog clock by programming with Gautam. For that, I have given the font as Times New Roman with the font size as 25 and bold color. This FG color is nothing but the font color that we have here, and the background color as red. The placing of that thing is in place 0 and 50. At 0 axis of x and y axis of 50 here, relational width equals to 1 here. So the width of this thing is 1 here. Okay. So this is the green border that we have got. How did we get that? So we have given the label self.root bg equals to green here and border equals to 15. So with the help of this border and color here, we have got that particular green here. and that particular thing is raised here. As you can see, we have got it this green color only on the one side, two sides, whereas on the other two sides it is black here. Okay, guys. So we have taken this clock thing. We have made it anti-alias and something everything. So this is the draw line, R line we have drawn in black color. As you can see, this is the hour line in black color. Then the minute line in blue color. As you can see, this is the second line in green color. As you can see, okay. So that is the formulation of that particular thing. Then we have saved it to this clock underscore new dot png. As you can see, there is one clock underscore new dot png. Let me show this in Explorer 1. In this clock underscore dot png, you can see this particular image is being refreshed every second. Even it is changing here, as you can see in this image as well. So for each and every time this working is being called, that image is also being called, and it is being saved with new second thing, new second line each and every time. So that is being called for multiple times. So that is being saved here for multiple times. It is being overlapped on that particular image only for multiple times here, as you can see. So now since we have stopped it, it has stopped here. So when I just run this program here and then go back to this particular folder, you can see it will start saving this particular file again and again here again. Okay, guys. So hope you have understood, guys. If you have understood, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Programming with Gautam. Thank you.